Thank you for checking out the tutorial to this rectangular placemat. This tutorial and project I'm using a skein of dime and a skein of gold acrylic, a crochet hook I9 or 5.5 millimeter. Since my crochet stitches are tight, I'm using a J10 or 6 millimeter crochet hook, and of course a pair of scissors. Make a slip knot with your gold colored yarn. Make 13 chain stitches for the beginning of this project. Skip the first chain stitch from the hook and make 3 single crochets in the second loop. This will create the corner, the first corner of this project. As shown here, insert your needle 3 times in the same loop of the second chain stitch to make 3 single crochets. For the long side of the crochet rectangle, you will continue with 10 single crochets in each individual chain stitch. As shown here, you will make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and this 10 times. In the last chain stitch that you've got, you will make 3 single crochets on one side and 3 single crochet on the opposite side. This will create the second corner of your rectangle. Make 3 single crochets in this one and same loop. For the third corner, make another 3 single crochets on the opposite side of this chain stitch. For the second long straight of this rectangle crochet tangle, you will make 10 single crochet in individual chain stitches. For written instructions to this placemat, you can also check out my website and the according page. The last corner of this project, you will make 3 single crochets again in one chain stitch. Insert your hook on this side of the loop. This is in slow motion. I will repeat it in regular time. Make the 3 single crochets for the corner in this loop and continue with a slip stitch to connect this row. Skip the chain stitch and connect to the single crochet. For the second row, start with a chain stitch and make 3 single crochets in one and the same single crochet of the previous row. Take your chain stitch and insert your crochet hook in this next single crochet from the previous row. Make 3 single crochets in here. In this long straight for the second row, you will make 12 individual single crochets, and each corner has 3 single crochets in one and the same stitch, and the 2 short straights will have 2 individual single crochets in individual stitches. Let me show you the second corner. It is 3 single crochets in one and the same loop. Then for the little straight, 2 single crochets, and for the next corner, 3 single crochets in one loop. At the end of this row, connect with a slip knot by skipping the chain stitch of the beginning of this row. In the rows 3 to 15, You will always have two individual crochets and two long straights, and for the last short you would have 4 single crochets, and in the second straight you would have 3 single crochets, and you would connect this row with a slip knot. With row 15 you will conclude the yellow part or the gold part of this rectangular crochet placemat. For the green framing of this mat, you will make 1 more row with the corners in single crochets, add the green yarn with the slip stitch, and make your first single crochet for the beginning of this row. Continue as previously with the 3 single crochets in the same stitch. Connect this row with a slip stitch and continue with 1 more row of slip stitches in each single crochet stitch. Finish the row of slip stitches and pull the thread through. Cut the tail end and work it into the back of your project. Cut the excess tail ends and celebrate the fall season with these placemats. Check out other projects featured on Creative Valérie's Easy Crochet. Thank you and come again.